Next up is a product seeking to empower kids with essential life-saving skills.
Hi, I'm Adeline. Hi, I'm Stokes.
And I'm Penelope. This is my dad, Dustin. He was a firefighter paramedic for 21 years. And he flew Blackhawks for the Army.
And I'm Everly. This is my mom, Michelle. 13 years ago, she started her very own summer camp. And together,
We built Warrior Kid Medic.
And we're asking for $50,000 for 10% equity.
Sharks. Accidents can't always be prevented, but we can face them head on when they happen. Consider this. Every year, 60,000 Americans bleed out before help arrives. But a quarter of those deaths can be prevented with a tourniquet or basic bleeding control. Skills so simple, even a kid can master them.
That's why we created the Warrior Kid Medic Multi-Tool. This large cotton fabric has step-by-step printed instructions that clearly show kids how to use it in case of an emergency.
For example, it can be a tourniquet to stop the bleed. It can be a sling for shoulder and arm injuries. It can be a splint for broken bones, and it can be a hand wrap or foot wrap for scrapes and burns. And it's useful for everyday things like a hair tie or bandana.
Whether you're going fishing, out for a jog, playing at home, back to school, or even head to work, it's always there for you.
In the hands of kids, we're not just teaching first aid. We're teaching leadership and service, giving kids the power to save lives.
Sharks, invest in us and you'll ignite a movement.
Equipping generations of empowered leaders with every tool sold. Be the shark
That turns kids into warriors.
Come on, guys.
And we are back with another Shark Tank reaction video. I am your host, Dave, a 10+ year intellectual property attorney dealing with everything from copyrights, trade secrets, patents, as well as trademarks. And this is an interesting one. I'll tell you what, if you want to make money starting a business, the two groups that you want to market to is women and children. Man, we don't really just kind of buy a whole lot of like stuff that we don't need necessarily, or just kind of buying stuff in general. However, if you can market to kids as well as women, and you stand to make a ton of money. So again, it seems like with this case, with the bandana here, they have marketed to kids. And again, it's cool to see a reasonable ask, $50,000 for 10% of the company, only a $500,000 evaluation of the company. Typically, you see these companies $4, $5, $10 million. So it's cool to have just a reasonable valuation at $500,000. Now, some of the things that I look for, the three things that I look for, plus the bonus one, is how simple is it? Seems pretty simple. It really is like overly simple in terms of just being more or less a bandana with printed instructions. The effectiveness of it, $50,000, 10%. Like I said, $500,000 valuation. We'll see what the sales are like. That a lot of times goes towards the effectiveness of the product if it's kind of being sold. What's the market like? Again, you can never have too many safety products out there, especially when you're talking about kids. I didn't realize that 60,000 Americans bleed out. So this is one of those things that can help out. So I can see that. And then last but not least is the intellectual property. Are you protecting an IP? Now, I did look at Warrior Kid Magic, and they do have that name protected by way of a trademark. So shouts out to Dustin and the clan for that. Now, as it relates to patents, I'm not really kind of seeing anything that kind of stands out, which I don't know. It's kind of giving me cause for concern or pause for concern, just because it's really a bandana with instructions printed on it in terms of how to use it in different scenarios. I like to kind of see something that has a little bit more of a kind of proprietariness, being able to build a moat to keep others away. Because we know as you get successful, you're going to start having to deal with the copycats, and to the extent that you don't have anything that you can kind of keep others away from a patent perspective or whatever the case may be, then it's kind of, it can become a little bit more challenging to continue to ascend and kind of like separate yourself from the pack. So a lot of times, Mr. Wonderful, he asks about there's no proprietariness of the product, and therefore it's just kind of easy to be able to kind of to knock off, which again is not something that you want. But we'll see. Maybe I'll stand corrected, and Dustin and the clan have little bit more kind of proprietariness about it that I'm not maybe kind of considering as I kind of heard the opening pitch. So those are my initial thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Before I pull it up and we get back to it, please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hit that subscribe button to be a part of the IP community. And yeah, let's see if this these guys get a deal. Let's go.
Let's go.
Bye.
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 Bye. I love
Thank
y'all.
y'all.
So cute.
I love y'all.
So the value to this is that in the event of an accident, you have the actual instructions right there.
Yes.
How'd you come up with this idea?
So I was familiar with the disposable triangle bandages that we carry on the ambulance, and it really is a multi-tool. But when you train with those, they fall apart and they're not very inspiring. So then, fast forward, we have kids, and I want them to have some knowledge and have some tools to take care of themselves. So initially I set out to just buy them a good kid-friendly first aid kit. And when I looked on the market, they were just like Band-Aids and smiley face stickers. I'm like, there's no capability there. You can't do a tourniquet, sling, splint, all these things. So I'm gonna design my own, and I'm gonna put a good cotton, reusable, washable triangle bandage in there. And then I was like, I should put instructions on there how to use it. And you know what else? We're gonna go ahead and put a QR code on there. So when you scan it, you can watch free training videos.
I really relate to you guys. My dad is a helicopter pilot,
Really?
and he actually fights fires for a living as well. So
wow.
my brother does it, my sister does it, and so I get what you guys are doing. You guys are doing this together. I started Poppy with my husband. What do you guys do in the business?
Up until this past August, I was still employed at the San Antonio Fire Department, and then I was on shift, just thinking and dreaming. I called her. I was like, babe, would you be okay if I retired and just pursue this full time? I said, yeah, let's go for it.
And when did you start selling?
So we put that on Amazon in August of 2023.
And what did you sell that year?
That year was next to nothing, to be honest. But then in 2024, last year, we did $23,000.
What will you do this year in sales?
This year, we're projected to do a little over 40,000.
What do you sell it for?
The Medic Multi-Tool retails for 15. Landed cost is under 340.
How are you guys marketing this?
This is why we want a shark. We need inventory and eyeballs. So we finally broke down when I recognized I couldn't handle Amazon myself and hired an outside company, and they've helped to increase the sales 800% year over year.
I've always been a believer in make your own videos, right? You have the cutest can be family,
Thank you.
right? If you're creative and you put them in your videos, and you could start to get a lot of traction and movement. It costs you no money, it's just time.
We were in the tank like you guys with a totally different product called Mother Beverage. We did a huge rebrand and launched Poppy and just sold it for almost $2 billion, right? That is the power of branding and just taking something that could be really socially viral. How willing are you guys to almost like be the face of your brand to get this? Like, are you that passionate?
Allison, why did you change the brand?
Because it was horrible. It was mom and pop brand, and we wanted to create a brand and a lifestyle,
And it worked.
a passion.
It worked.
But
A revolution.
why did you say it was horrible if you created it? And what was the thing that hit you that said, wait a minute?
Product, it wasn't a brand.
We are willing to be flexible. We're not married to the brand. We're married to the mission of teaching, expanding, and empowering kids, not just with medic skills, but leadership.
I hear your mission. I love your family. It's fantastic. This is a product. It's not a business yet. And I believe that you're passionate about it. No question there. I don't see the path to profitability for me anyways. So good luck. I'm out.
All right, thank you.
And that's Mr. Wonderful goes out. I do want to bring it back on myself, have some notes written down. I understand a $500,000 evaluation. You're talking about what, 2024 last year, $23,000 this year. They're talking about 20 or around $40,000 is their projection. So not making a ton of money. I actually get what the guest shark was talking about as relates to kind of branding. And that's the whole importance of trademarks and kind of creating a brand that really stands out. Number one, when I saw Warrior Kid Medic, it was like, kind of cheesy name. It doesn't really stand out. So maybe they have a trademark on it. One of the great things about trademark is you can trademark a number of things. But yeah, the Warrior Kid Magic doesn't really stand out in a way that kind of makes you say, okay, hold on, what is this? Let me kind of see more about this. But then the other thing that they did talk about is the power of social media. And again, I haven't checked this guy's social media accounts out for the company, but it doesn't appear, at least from that interaction with the Sharks, that they're all in or that they're doing a ton on social media with the family to be able to kind of get the brand out, try to create these virality moments, teach, and being able to kind of capture that free advertisement just by kind of doing videos, and kind of that can go a long way with that. So it seems like they're not doing that. I love the margins. I think they said landing cost for $3. They're selling them for $15. So yeah, they do have good margins on this thing. Seems like you're just kind of not connecting with the audience. And that's obviously, he told it, that's why they're there as far as trying to get it out with the marketing standpoint. But again, I can be totally wrong on this one. It doesn't seem like they're doing a ton by themselves, which seems like what the Sharks want to see. So it'll be interesting. Mr. Wonderful is out. I would imagine that a lot more Sharks kind of go out on this one if I just had to guess. The thing that unless somebody wants to kind of really just take these guys under their wing and kind of really help them out, as Mr. Wonderful said, it seems like more of a kind of a product as opposed to a business, which is okay. But it seems like it's, it's not something that's kind of too scalable at this point in time, at least according to the Sharks, such that they can get down with it. So let me see if I'm wrong. Let me see if I'm right. Let me know what you guys think. I'll tell you what, man, not too many wives would have said, yeah, you can quit your job and start this business. I'll tell you that much. Let's go.
Thank you so much.
I think that you need to think bigger. If I were you in your shoes, I would be starting a school where you're actually teaching kids how to be safe. That could be very successful. But for this investment, I'm sorry, I'm out.
Thank you for your time.
I gotta tell you, I'm a prepper and I see a lot of this stuff, and my fear is there may be a lot of competition that I'm not aware of. So for that reason, I'm out.
Your mission is so clear, and your service and your desire to help others is just so authentic. I'm not sure this is the right product for you to achieve your dreams, but sometimes when you follow a path, the world reveals itself to you.
Alchemist.
And I hope that happens for you. But for this, I'm out.
Okay. Thank you, Robert.
Well, there's still one shark left right here. What are you going to do?
So what does this company mean to you?
On the wall in our home, we have big letters that says, do good, be good, share. And that's been our North Star, our guiding light. And we see this product and we're confident that when it gets out there in the world, it's one more step towards that do good, be good, share, and serve others. That's the heart and the soul and the meaning of it all.
I feel like I get your world. I feel a lot of synergies with you guys. So for me, I think there's something interesting here. I would change the brand. I actually really like the name. I would look at other colors. If it's for kids, we should have some fun. So I love that you're empowering your kids to be able to take, something so simple and they can make impact. I'll do the $50,000, but I'm gonna need 30% of the company.
She learned quickly how to be a shark.
Yeah, you need one of these?
I wouldn't think about that too long.
Would you do the 50 for 15%?
Oh,
For 15,
25%.
you're only gonna do about 40,000 this year.
Until we blow it up with you.
I mean, look, my time is the most valuable thing right now. I just sold my company. I am understanding this modern way of marketing. And so for me to really be involved, I have to be pretty picky. So I'm gonna stick with my original offer.
With 30 for 50,000? Okay.
I'll do it for 20%.
Okay. Excuse us.
Out of nowhere, Damon.
Damon, you've got a deal. All right. Thank you, Allison, so much.
I wonder
Thank you
what
so
made him come
much.
back in.
All right.
Mr. Damon,
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Such a
Absolutely.
blessing. Thank you. Woo, baby. We got to deal with Mr. Damon. We got to deal with Mr. Damon.
Damon, Allison is a guest in our house.
Look what you
doing?
did.
I saw that Allison wasn't moving, right, at all. I basically didn't want them to walk out of the tank without a deal.
I got sharked on Shark Tank.
Man, shouts out to the Dustin clan. Hey, man, sometimes you're in a given spirit, and it seems like Warrior Kid Medic was the beneficiary of that. Man, shouts out to them. I think Damon can do a lot with their company, especially regarding the branding of it. Let's see else. Did I have anything written down? No, I think they're going to do good. I think they're in good hands with Damon. Let's kind of pull up the website here before I get you guys up out of here. Let me know what you guys think. Let Let me know what you guys think about it. See the website, it is a registered trademark, so I will put R in a circle as opposed to the TM to let people know it is a registered term. Look at the family there, and actually like love family businesses. This is not even just a mom and husband or spouse business. It seems like they are, including the kids, which is cool. I actually have something that I'm including my daughter on that I'll be coming out with here soon. You see here, like I said, they definitely have some trademarks. I don't see anything regarding the patents, and nothing came up, so I would imagine that they don't have it. Shouts out to them. It seems like they're definitely believers. They have 1 Timothy 6-18. Instruct them to do good, to be rich in good works, and to be generous and ready to share. I like that. I like that. So what do you guys think? We got back on a good train. And I think the last one didn't end up coming out with an offer or a deal, but we're back on it. And now we're 2 for 3. Season 17, episode 5. We're rocking and rolling. Got one more to go. Hopefully they saved the best for last. Please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hit that subscribe button to be a part of the IP community. Hey, go check out the ebook. That link should be in the description. Got IP. To the extent that you have a product or you're thinking about coming out with a product, it's some great information in there for you. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I'll catch you guys on the next one. You guys take care. Peace.